It's New York. We've got traffic. It's like saying we're alive, we're breathing. Of course. If you're not breathing, you're not alive. If we don't have traffic, it's not New York. And there's the subway at the lower level. We're looking right across to beautiful Manhattan. This is East River. That part of town is Eastern Chinatown. Before it was Eastern Chinatown, it was part of Jewish Lower East Side. From Lower East Side days, we have the Tenement Museum on Orchard Street, the beautiful and landmarked Eldridge Street Synagogue. I'll point out to you soon. God willing, nobody will be blocking us. It's landmarked, restored, part museumed. Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick had their wedding ceremony there. Henry Street Settlement House, founded to help newcomers adjust. The Forward Building. It's where the Forward newspaper used to be published from. They found cheaper digs. Forward Building now houses actress Tatum O'Neal. Oh, were you all excited? She is set to star in a reality TV series with Anne Ryan about dysfunctional families getting functional again. Did you see in the paper that genius, that major genius, did some scenes in his living room and forgot to take down the missing Farrah Fawcett original painting by Andy Warhol. It's been missing for years. It's worth $30 to $35 million. Heaven knows what will happen to him now. Can't make stuff like this up. Did I say genius? Chinatown, that when this was part of Jewish Lower East Side, Canal Street was the Diamond Exchange, and this was the men's haberdashery district. The finest tailors and clothing stores were located here. The tenement was introduced down here, walk-up apartments where the immigrant poor were stuffed in without any basic amenities. no heat, no bathrooms, no hot water, until landlords were mandated by law to offer these. That happened when newsman Jacob Bruce published his expose, How the Other Half Lives. Now look at this terrible retrofit coming up. That's a bathroom that's been retrofitted. Look at the wood around it. Where, pray tell, was our building inspector at that time? Heaven knows. We are getting toward the end of the tour. At this point, Ray and I would like to thank you for coming with us. Respectfully remind all of you that tourism is a service industry. Service here in the States is never included. We service workers need to depend on your generous tips to earn our livelihood. We'd like to thank you in advance for remembering us. It really is the only way we have of knowing that you've appreciated our hard work and effort here on tour. Look again left at the forward building, and this Buddhist Association building was the synagogue for the tenement dwellers. There is no synagogues, the old synagogues by the arched windows. Those are the ones that inspired Palladio to build the Palladian windows. And they are taken from the arched stone tablets on which Moses received the Ten Commandments from God. Madison Street is not the same as Madison Avenue. They're both named for former President James Madison. Madison Street's a Lower East Side street. Madison Avenue starts right behind Madison Square Park at 23rd Street and goes north. It does not exist south of 23rd Street. Watch your heads, guys. Watch your heads. Dangerous trees.
Sorry.
Supermarket in the commercial part of town to have its own parking lot. Cherry Street's where Washington had a private home that became the first presidential mansion at his inaugural. And we're coming down to Pike Slip. People used to dock their boats here to fish for pike, an essential ingredient in the Jewish delicacy gefilte or stuffed fish. Not mine to correct them, but it really is more of a fish pate. South Street is where the New York Post newspaper used to publish from. They too bugged out when they found cheaper digs up on West 18th. But now Chelsea is so red hot thanks to the meatpacking district, it's anybody's guess if they're going to be able to stay there longer, if they're going to sell out and reap a huge profit. Hello, sweetie pie! How you doing? Okay, who's here? Who's here? Who's hiding out? Hiya, sweetie. And we're coming back down. We'll be back at Battery Park in a minute.